Okay, I am. I didn't realize I was muted. Thank you. Um, but we're gonna let a few more people get in here. But tomorrow is a big deal. I'm concerned about tomorrow. I haven't been this concerned about an event in quite a while, honestly. The ceiling on tomorrow is a ceiling and a half. The low level shear is off the charts. I'm most definitely concerned about what holds tomorrow throughout the night, especially in the Mobile area. Almost every single model has a convective signal of semi-discrete or discrete supercells initiating and moving up into the Mobile area at 1 to 4 a.m., capable of intense, again, possibly even a violent tornado. The wind shear is ridiculous. I hope more people get in here because I really want to talk about, I want as many people to understand this as possible, because we're not talking about a puny event. And again, there's still potential that there's still problems with the event, but you remember how we've been talking about this and being like, we've been talking about this and saying like, the issues with this event is we're not sure about prefrontal development. Now the concern is there might be too much prefrontal development, that it might thwart instability. We've completely flip-flopped, but I think we'll just bust into it. We'll wait a minute or so, but I am extremely concerned for tomorrow. Extremely concerned. I genuinely believe there is a possibility we could see a moderate risk upgrade, especially in that Mobile area, up to 15 hatched, because the environment is primed for, again, intense tornadoes, possibly even a violent tornado. I'm dead serious. There's not a lot of people saying that, but I have seen less impressive environments do it. So we'll go ahead and get into it now. There's quite a few people here. So first of all, this is the current outlook. We have a 10 hatched for this area. We don't have a 10 hatched for Houston. That's going to change. I can almost bet money on it. The models have trended so differently. This is going to change. So first we'll take a look at a regional view of Houston. This is as the event begins tomorrow. And we'll look at the cams. Okay? We'll look at the cams. We're at the point now where cams are fairly accurate. Or at least not fully accurate, but they're going to give us an idea of what's going to go on. And boom, right off the bat, we have a ton going on in the open warm sector. We even have robust supercells pulling out UH tracks there, those updraft helicity tracks out there. Right off the bat, big time. The line that has been initiated, and we've trended that the line might be a little more broken than anticipated, which would help discrete development. I'm going to go down here. We can really get a local view here, down in southeast Texas. Check this out. Big time. Lots of beans in the open warm sector. Lots of beans. All of these are rotating updrafts. They're all supercells out here. Some of them get even more robust, and those lead to UH tracks, these long tracks behind these. And the environment out here is really good. Up in this Houston area. Again, first sounding that I pulled is a PDS tour. We have a nice dry slot in the mid-levels, a little bit of, or not dry slot, we have a nice bit of dry air in the mid-levels here, which that would thwart crap vection. A lot of updrafts going up that could thwart the instability. This would stop that. We have a little EML here. So the cape right here is 2,200 mixed layers, 2,200 joules a kilogram of mixed layer cape, more than sufficient to get the job done. Not a lot of curvature, but a lot of low-level shear. Again, this is going to get the job done. If there is a discrete supercell in this environment, it's going to get the job done, 100%. So this area is going to go 10 hatched. No way it doesn't. Thank you. I am doing well. But yeah, no doubt in my mind it goes 10 hatched, especially because of all the isn't 1,000 cape supposed to be enough? 1,000 cape is enough. In general, 700, 600, even in some environments, 500 cape is enough for tornadoes. 1,000 gets the job done, and even for significant tornadoes. We have 2,000. That is more than enough. You have EF5s that occur in 2,000 cape environments. Not saying that that's going to happen. Not at all. I'm just saying that, like, just as perspective, 1,000 is more than enough. 2,000, we're just adding onto the pile. You know what I mean? We're just adding onto the pile. So again, significant tornadoes would be possible out here in this area, right? and we'll have a little bit of a lull. We'll have the warm sector will continuously have prefrontal development out here, because this is where the cold front starts to initiate that line of storms. But look at all the convection out here. All of this has the potential to produce a tornado, and again, given the environment here, a significant tornado. So Galveston, Houston, Woodlands, Beaumont, even as far in as Lake Charles possibly, has the possibility to see a significant tornado. That is not even the most concerning thing. This is just to throw shit on the pile of shit, okay? Going to the regional view, this is where I saw the HRRR run into my heart dropped. So, again, we'll just move forward in time. A ton of convection. This is one of the issues with the setup, is we have so much going on that this might eat up all the instability. We have so much going on out here, it's hard to be discrete. Then it gets bad, because we have a bit of clearing here. We have a ton of clearing we start to see a little bit of clearing in the warm sector. And then we have a bit of a prefrontal confluence band out here that starts to pump out, discrete to semi-discrete supercells out here, and pumps them out like crazy in that Mobile area with plenty of these updraft helicity tracks here. I'm going to go zoom in really, really close so people can see. But the updraft helicity tracks are basically just the model picking out areas of rotation. And look at that. It picks them up all right. In the Mobile area, gets plenty of these discrete, semi-discrete supercells out here that have the potential to produce a tornado in what NWS Mobile is calling an extreme environment. I'm not the one who's saying that. The NWS Mobile called this an extreme environment with a high ceiling. This has a very high ceiling on it. I'm serious. The low-level shear out here, it's not very good in terms of pulling soundings, because the instability in some of these is going to be contaminated, because convectively it's not good. But the wind shear is unbelievable. The low-level jet out here is screaming. 80 knots of low-level shear is stupid. That's stupid. That's dumb. That's silly. That is too much. Okay? Once you get to 50 knots, you start to be really concerned. We're at 80 knots of low-level shear. These storms will have absolutely no problem once they get rooted to produce tornadoes. Even intense EF3 plus tornadoes, potentially, I'm going to say it, a violent tornado. I genuinely think that if we have a good enough, robust, discrete supercell out here, I think that there's going to be dry air in the mid-levels, that it's going to be advected and move off into this area from that Texas area. So I don't think there will be this much convection. It is an outside chance that there could be truly a violent tornado. I would not be surprised at all. There's 80 knots of low-level shear. This is concerning. Again, the concern now is maybe that there's too much going on in the warm sector, but I think we're going to see a bit more dry air in the mid-levels that could stop too much convection. I genuinely think tomorrow could be a really big deal. Okay? This could be a big deal. And this is all occurring 1 a.m. I mean, this sucks for people in that Mobile area. I'm actually expecting tonight, with the new day one to drop, that the SPC is going to talk about the potential for an upgrade to moderate risk. I think that they're going to talk about it. I think that at this point, given model trends, if it continues to get worse, especially in an environment where we have so much low-level shear, there's no way. You know what I mean? We're really talking about the possibility of an upgrade here. This could be serious, okay? And this is the HRRR is not the only model showing this. Now, I don't like the other models because they are a little too discreet in what they pump out, but we'll use the Rufus just to illustrate that we're getting the same kind of signal. The Rufus is even worse. I'd say it's much more discreet. Again, same time frame, 1 to 3 a.m. We have those, or at least a convective signal, something going on in that Mobile area. It's just not good. You don't want to see that. You don't want to continue to see that. Even the NAM 3K, the model that is so hell-bent on super linear convection, even has somewhat of prefrontal, just it shows some prefrontal precipitation. I think that's all that matters, is when we have model agreement that is like, okay, there's going to be shit in front of the line, and that the really good models are like, okay, it could be bad. Will this get worse? We don't know this far out. But this is one of those events where you're kind of concerned. You're a bit concerned. And the Rufus had a quite the output in terms of Southeast Texas and that Houston region that we were talking about. I'm not sure that I exactly trust its hello? Where did all of it go? Okay, the last run was pretty worrying, but it all disappeared with this run. But the last run pumped out. I don't know what's going on here. But anyway, it's a bit more discreet. That's all I wanted to say with the Rufus. That's all I wanted to say. Most of the models are kind of having a worrying trend towards that discrete thing. And I think that we should just look at the FV3 just because it's kind of fun to look at the FV3. Not that don't think the FV3 solution is at all going to verify, but I think we should just look at the FV3 for FV3's sake. This is ridiculous. This is stupid. I mean, there's a lot going on here, and even with the ENJYOoe, as far as we can move out, there's even a signal that there could be slight prefrontal development ahead of the line here in Florida, which again was also what hinged on, will Florida be a big day? Will Tuesday be a big day? And it's really slight, and I'm not sure, it's like a coin flip at this point, but there's a really slight signal here for prefrontal development, but who knows? Either way, this thing is going to pack a punch in terms of QLCS tornadoes, and tomorrow night we have this, which is really worrying. This environment this whole area is pretty worrying. Again, intense, possibly even a violent tornado is possible. I know no one's really saying anything about violent tornadoes. I know it sounds weenie-ish to say anything about violent tornadoes, but again, when you have an 80-knot low-level jet in just sufficient instability in Dixie, that gets the job done. So there's a chance there for that. I'm certainly concerned of what this holds tomorrow. I'll be live all night with this. And what we're going to probably see is a lull. What about Tuesday? I talked a little bit about Tuesday. I'm not... Is this supportive of a 15 hatch? I just went over that. I think so. I think that if this environment here, assuming that we have it's a little more discreet. It trends a little more discreet. For sure. For sure. Say this event totally verified, it would easily verify as a 15 hatched. Just given the fact we have so much low-level wind shear. I mean, it's stupid. I can show the low-level jet here. The low-level jet even uptrended. I mean, but just look at this. I mean, brother, it is just ripping. It's wild, man. So, yeah. I'm a bit concerned about it. Florida, I don't know about Tuesday with Florida. I'm still up in the air about it. I think the ENJYOoe again had a little bit of a signal here with prefrontal development. It's just hard because there's not much in terms of, but there's a little bit, so I don't know. Even in this mostly linear mode, given the extreme shear and moderate instability, can and could spam tornadoes. Yeah, even in the chance that there's no discrete supercells, just given a line, we could see strong QLCS tornadoes. We could see strong spin-ups in the line. We could have an event, like there's been plenty of this happened before plenty of times, right? You have a super sheared out environment and a line that goes through, and it literally spams out legitimately like 50 tornadoes. Like that happened on December 14th? December 14th of 2021. Again, we had a derecho go through it, and it's tornado spam. I would be super concerned about this moving forward. And I mean, man, I'll be live. We'll be live for this. No doubt. There'll probably be a lull. I mean, the 15th. Yeah, the 15th. It's been so long. There'll probably be a lull. We'll have the first chance of significant tornadoes, I think, in that southeast Texas area. I think that area is going to go 10 hatched. No doubt, really. And that will be the time where we'll see a significant tornado threat. Obviously not as high as this, but we'll see a tornado threat, possibly significant tornadoes in that area. And we're going to see probably a lull for a few hours. We could see a few tornadoes, given supercells moving onshore, a few brief tornadoes. But I think it really starts going, the chances of it going berserk would be really around 1 to 3 a.m. around the Mobile area. I think in terms of a city that has the highest possible risk, will be Mobile. And yeah, embedded supercells do the dance too. Embedded supercells produce violent tornadoes. It happens. Any supercells in this environment would be problematic. QLCS tornadoes in their own could be strong. But any tornado that could result from a supercell would be strong to intense, and depending on how discrete or semi-discrete that supercell is, we could even bump it up another level. We could bump it up a notch, depending how things play out tomorrow. And again, there's not even a lot of Gulf convection that would fuck this up either. It kind of clears out and lets it do its thing. I mean, that's just problematic. It throws several UH tracks right over Mobile. So, again, and this is not totally accurate to what's going to happen, obviously, but this is certainly a worrying signal, especially if it continues to progress. And we'll get a new HRRR run, at like 3-4 a.m. tonight, so we'll be able to see. We're going to be awake by then. You know how we roll. It's just worrying to see. I think that there genuinely is a chance of an upgrade. This has a high ceiling. And Mobile's summary, I mean, if you don't believe me, if you think I'm talking out of my ass calling this an extreme environment, we can just read their forecast discussion. Yeah, okay. Where to begin? Probably with the fact that with the current trends, we have leaned towards higher confidence in an extremely high impact event for our area. When you put all the potential impacts together, this could be one of the more impactful non-tropical systems we have ever had. Take this seriously. And then when they talk about the severe weather portion, unfortunately, things trended the wrong way for us amongst the high-resolution guidance, and the makings of a significant severe thunderstorm threat appears on our doorstep. As mentioned in yesterday's area forecast discussion, extreme environments tend to end in extreme results, and the expected environment is quickly trending towards extreme. So, brother, if you know... Thank you very much. Thank you very much, cats and friends. Would you prefer Jenny or Cats and Friends? I don't know if I should first name basis you. Jenny's fine, okay. Thank you, Jenny. But this is serious. Bro. This is serious. Now, if you know people in this area, I don't know that there is anybody, or maybe you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. You gotta let them know, bro. You just gotta let them know. Because there are people who don't take their local meteorologist seriously. And they're like, I trust you the most, boy, because I know you're a weather enthusiast, blah-blah-blah. I trust you more than the weatherman. I have family like that. I texted my my aunts that live in the Orlando area. I texted them 2 days ago about Florida, and I was concerned, and they said, thank you, we trust you more than the weatherman, okay? So now they know. They're going to brush it off when they hear the weatherman talk about it. They don't give a fuck. Who knows why, okay? But they don't. That's how some old people are. But when they heard it from me, now it's in their mind. So now it's important for you to do it. If you know people in this area, it's important for you to do it, because if it comes from someone they love, it's easier to trust, which is seriously ignorant and dangerous. It's not always that deep. It's not always that deep. Sometimes when it comes from somebody that isn't somebody they don't know, it could just make so much of a difference. So if you know anybody, if you're able to boost this information, there's once an NWS noticed that during the government shutdown spelled out "please pay us" with their weather discussion. Really? I know when their government shutdowns happen, that's gotta fucking suck. But again, we'll be live. We'll be live. We'll be live. I didn't wait so it'll happen tonight. No, we're talking about tomorrow night. We'll talk about tomorrow night. It's a big deal, though. It's a big deal. Is this for New Jersey as well? God. But in terms of this is not going to be good. This is not going to be good. Reed actually has a fair point here. This is actually a really good point. Remember, a tornado moving at 60 miles per hour only needs to have winds of 76 miles per hour for ground relative EF3 winds on its strong side. That's actually something that we kind of forget about, is the forward speed of a tornado when all your vectors point in the same direction on usually the right side of the tornado as it's rotating, as it's moving forward. You exacerbate the wind speeds in that area, obviously. So that's actually a fair point. You could very easily get strong tornadoes when you have such fast storm motions. Yeah, sleep, Eben. Eben's is going to maybe be in the 10 hatch that gets added. So, Eben, be careful. I don't have to fucking tell you. You know what I mean? But for my health, have a plan, whatever. If it's an intense tornado, you're cooked. Good luck. You don't have a basement. But do be careful. No, but my family doesn't believe the weatherman, but they do believe what they feel in the wind. They taught me how to sense the direction. I don't know. Heartburn, I don't feel comfortable kissing you goodnight if I don't know your age. But yeah, it's gonna be a long night. If you don't believe me, believe Wheeler, the best forecaster in his university history. In the history of Wheeler's university, he's the best forecaster. He said it's going to be a long night. If you don't trust me, trust him. He says it's going to be a long night. Listen to him. Listen to us. Listen to everybody saying this, okay? Is my mic still messing up? But it's fine now. As long as it's fine now. As long as you heard what I said. Basically sleep during the day if you live in the 10 hatched. Hey, dude. I mean, you're going to need to find a way to get warning. I hate these kind of events that are nocturnal. And there's such high mobile home density. It's terrible. Not that many people own a weather radio. It's terrible, bro. So there's going to be a lot of people that it's gonna be like, I don't like that. There's a lot of people that are gonna be unaware. They're gonna be asleep. They're not gonna, this happens all the time in this area. A lot of people are gonna be like, oh, it's just another weatherman's out his ass again. You know what I mean? Go to sleep, ignore the event. That could put you in harm's way. So we'll be live again. I sound like fucking Ryan Hall being like, we're gonna go live for this event, but after the Nashville day and how many viewers we racked in on that stream. People that actually people that actually knew people. You know, we're gonna do this now. We're doing this now. We're gonna go live. We're gonna go live for all these events. I'm gonna go do them. This is big time. This is big time. I'd keep watch of this, man. I'd keep watch of this, man. That's all I wanted to say. I'm gonna be curious to see what they do. They're definitely gonna be talking about the chance of an upgrade. I don't think they'd just pull up the upgrade for next Outlook. I don't think they'd pull moderate on this. I think they'd probably wait. You know how the SPC is, but we're definitely going to hear about the possibility of an upgrade. That's for damn sure. So, yeah. If you know anybody that knows anybody that knows anybody, you got to let them know. Disperse the information as much as you could. You never know, man. You never know. Somebody could see this random thing that wasn't aware of it, that just pops up somewhere, and now they know. And do you know how helpful that is that they are just aware? I'd be concerned, man. I'd be concerned. I think that this event, again, it yields quite serious potential. My bed smells like pancakes. What the hell? All right, bro. Last night was ridiculous. We were live for how many hours? We played Roblox for all of those hours. It was literally, who was all playing Roblox? It was me, Wheeler, Arizona. Eben, you were there for the first part. Thriver, Tofu, June. It was ridiculous. There was so many. It was the longest amount of time I've played Roblox in one sitting. That was wild. Oh, Melon, you were there too. And as tradition, we just talked about a possibly high impact severe weather event. And now we're going to we're going to chase pixelated high end severe weather events. So, who's ready to rot their brain? Actually, I'm going to go get some water. I'm going to eat because I don't think I've eaten. What have I even eaten? Dude, I ate a grilled cheese today. I've been awake for like 14 hours, brother. I need food. So I'm going to eat something that's not a piece of bread and cheese. I'll be right back. I'm back and I was looking at chat. You have family in Hattiesburg? I'm glad you let them know, but I hope you stress it to them extra. Because I went over it in the first half of the stream. Tomorrow could be a high-end tornado event. Big-time tornadoes. Like, strong, even intense. And there's no official sources saying this, so take it with what you want. But I think a violent tornado is possible. Possible. Doesn't mean that there's going to be like an EF4 tomorrow, but possible. Mobile, just to reiterate, Mobile is calling this an extreme environment. A moderate risk upgrade is possible, and with trends, if trends continue, likely. EF3 plus, yep, that's intense. Intense is EF3 plus. Oh, this shit was for Florida. Still is. Still is, but we've gained more confidence in the first half of the event rather than the second half. You'll generally be fine. FT. Like, I think you'll have the chance of some strong gusty winds, storms maybe, but nothing like this. When might initiation start? So, Southeast Texas has the first round of what I think would be the significant tornado event. It's early in the afternoon, evening. Peak tornado time, nocturnal event, I think around Hattiesburg. (12 a.m. to 2 a.m.) 12 to 3 a.m. We'll just say that. Play it safer. 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. Genuinely, it's almost entirely nocturnal. We get peak. What the cams are showing, peak tornado time is literally 3 a.m. So, and I'm eating a goulash. By the way, how did that hockey go? Blackjack. They lost every game. Hey, I'm not counting your area out, but it looks highly unlikely for tornadoes. Mike, I am concerned about South Carolina, though, just more along the coast, where the instability will be higher. That could actually have a SIG-TOR threat in its own, a conditional one for now. But where you're at, nah. Nah. I mean, can I, like, would I bet my life savings and my soul on a tornado not being in your area? No. But I wouldn't even blink. It's safe to say Southern Alabama's fucked. I don't like to say fucked, but definitely concerning. Coastal South Carolina only, you think? I'm thinking coastal going a little bit in. I think Charleston in general would have the greatest threat. But I don't think we'd make it up. You wouldn't make it up to like Columbia or Florence with a strong, significant tornado threat, especially with how linear it is. At that point. But you'd always have to be on the lookout. And the threat there, even if there's no tornadoes, that still doesn't mean there's no storms. You know, I think that it would be a decaying QLCS at that point. And it would pack some winds, possibly some strong winds behind it, 58 miles plus. 58 miles per hour plus, which would meet the severe thunderstorm criteria, but I'm not I'm just not impressed. I don't think anybody is with what is forecasted of what could happen tomorrow night across Alabama, Mississippi, and that southern area. I don't think anybody's looking at South Carolina right now. I don't think anybody's looking at Florida right now. All eyes are on this. Hail looks unlikely. Hail would be a pretty marginal threat because you need, probably none, because you need some elevated instability for hail, and there is just no instability. There is just literally no instability in terms of. I mean, Cape around that area is probably like 300 joules a kilogram, maybe. Hail in a QLCS is not unseen at all, but in terms like a really beefy QLCS is still not gonna produce a huge hail. Like, you're not gonna get like softballs from a QLCS. What's your favorite cheese you've had? Mozzarella, baby. Mozzarella. No, there's nobody chasing this event. It's pointless. There's people chasing this event, but it's people like Reed, you know. There's nobody. There's no reason to chase this event unless there's really not. Cheese? Did I read that as cheese? What's? Oh, it's your favorite chase. Oh my god, are you fucking serious? My favorite chase that I've ever had. I mean, oh god. I'm actually on the way to Mobile, Alabama right now. I don't know, man. Like, I've had a lot of good, like, back in 2021, there was a day that I really enjoyed. Lots of mini supercells in my area. Lots of big, beefy, grungy wall clouds I saw that day. Really fun day. One of my first chases ever when I was younger was really fun. Got a pretty outflow dominant shit pooper cell when we left the zoo. Because we were at the zoo, and I encouraged my mom that we leave the zoo and we drive around a bit, and that was cool. Big blue glow. That's more memory. I'd say that I had a good chase earlier in June this year. Got that nice bell-shaped supercell in central Indiana. Could have been a brief tornado back in the woods, but NWS never raided that area. There was a brief little funnel, and it was loud, dog. And again, the RFD is loud. The storm itself is loud, but there was. I don't even have a vehicle, let alone anybody nearby that would ever want to travel 15 hours to chase this. This is just terrible to chase. I would never want to chase this. Such fast storm motions, shitty road networks because of how close you are to the coast, honestly. All the trees, you can't see. It's in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. So many. Fuck that. Horrible. When did you start chasing? I mean, it depends on when you define actual chasing. Like, do I count being a kid and having my mom drive me around? Hey, Kay, what's up, Noel Dorito? Corn man. Do I consider me being when I was a kid? So I consider that. Oh. But she can't evacuate? Well, there'd be no reason to evacuate. I have confronted the redacted known as my ex. What'd you say? I'm proud of you. You had your mom drive you around? Yeah, dude. When I was younger, dude, I'd had her have her drive me around, dude. I remember this time in 2020, man. This time in 2020, it was a moderate risk day in Michigan, and there was before it grew upscale, it was discrete supercells for a bit, super fast moving, and we were on it for a minute. Beautiful. Beautiful, honestly. It was great. I only got like 2 pictures. And I showed them on stream that one day. But yeah. I was one of my first chases where I was actually on something notable. You know, because a storm chase is just chasing a storm, right? But I don't consider it's a real chase until I'm on like a supercell or I'm on a tornado or, you know, basically told her to fuck off until something changes. Hey, attaboy. Attaboy. Probably never gonna be friends with her again. Dude, I would absolutely do not be friends with your exes. That's the worst thing. I've tried it every single time out of desperation and heartbreak, and I have ruined myself in the process. Fuck that. Anybody that's willing to fuck with you that bad is never gonna be that good of a friend. Fuck that, dude. That almost extends the heartbreak. That almost makes it worse. That does make it worse. But it's always easier said than done. But goddamn. Your Twitter exists? I saw your Twitter exists. I have hit you with a follow. God, that was... Well, I don't even like to think about the time I tried to be friends with my ex. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was horrible. I wanted to die. I wanted to die. I blocked her before she could respond to me. That's the best. That's the best. She can't get to you. That's the best. That's the best. Ooh. That's what you gotta do, my boy. No contact. You hit that shit, no contact, and then, like, I mean, it takes some time, but then you will just thrive. On God, she can talk to you in person. Although that shit sucks, dude. When I confronted my ex about stuff that I found out about the cheating and everything, and she came running in the halls, found me. I don't really know fucking how, because I wasn't in my normal classes or anything. Chased me down, bawling her eyeballs out. Stopped literally in the middle of the hallway near the fucking nurse's office, just fucking bawling. And I was like, please just leave me alone. Like, genuinely, like, I'm just tired. Like, I just don't want to hear from you ever again. Just bawling, like, borderline begging, like, grabbing me, like, please, please. I was like, God damn, bro. Maybe you shouldn't have done that. Like, bro, it's not that hard. She was like, my mom said I made a mistake too, blah, blah, blah. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, dog, then maybe just not make that decision. She still tried to hit me up, like, 2 months ago. 12-3. Oh, a few, like, tomorrow. Tomorrow night. Not tonight. Not tonight. What a desperate loser. Hey, I'm not gonna call her a desperate loser. If I lost me, I'd be pretty upset too. But dude, she was... Man. What's up, Sharkius? Good to see you, my friend. Listen, I gave that girl everything she could ever want. She chose the alternate decision, so... Hey, no, I hold nothing against her, man. I hold nothing against her. Usually people who cheat have dependency issues anyway. Nothing against her. She did it to herself. And she has problems that she needs to work out. A lot of people... Most of the time, people who cheat are pretty fucked up. They're pretty fucked up. She had a lot of problems. Nothing I can hold against her. Obviously, it was still her decision to cheat, but... You know what? She's got to learn the consequences of her own actions one day. And it's also so much more beneficial on your part. It's just so freeing. She was bipolar. She had BPD, which certainly makes relationships a living hell. No offense to any BPDers in chat, if you exist. But it really does make having relationships a living hell, given that the disorder is marked with unstable relationships. Holy wedge. But yeah, the relationship was actually really good for a long time. Very, very good. I have a lot of good memories, and you know what? I do have a lot of good memories. I still do care for her as a human being, but I fucking hate her. I'm growing very indifferent to it all. It was a good time in my life. I had a lot of fun. I loved her a lot. But it is time to move on. She's not good for me. She's not a very good person. I wouldn't say that. I'd say that she made a lot of poor choices. Had a good heart, but made poor choices. So, you know, hey, she did it to herself. I don't feel bad about it one bit. But I moved on. I want her to move on because I'm tired of her hitting me up randomly. I really am annoyed with that at this point because it's genuinely just annoying. I do want to move on. I probably have autism, but my family refuses to get me tested. Is there any reason, or are they just like, nah, you're good? Nah, you're good. You might just have a cold. You're good, bro. You might just have a cold. I'm not sure that it's autism. Might just have the flu. I have ADHD, but my family doesn't want me to take meds. Nah, you don't. There's such a misunderstanding of what autism is, too. It's probably so hard. They're probably like, what do you mean? Because they're in their eyes, it's probably... Oh, man. Jordan Hall said planes chasing is more dangerous than Dixie. I mean, I guess you could make the argument that chasers have only ever died in the planes, on average, than Dixie, but there is a lot. A lot. I would absolutely not agree with that. But hey. I mean, that is so not agreeable. Yeah, people view people with autism as like as if they're not self-sufficient or they can't function. That they're like literally entirely disabled, like not able to do anything. Like have to be fed their own food type shit. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. We doing reactions tonight, Kay? We'll probably react to... I got jump scared by a plate. We'll probably react to stuff. We'll probably react to something. We'll probably watch something, do something related to, but yeah. Are we going multi-vortex? We are. I was like, what is going on? It's going to be a very... What, idiots in cars? For sure. We'll idiots in cars. We'll idiots in explosives. And all that. Yeah, it is going to be a very wild day tomorrow. And again, most cases of autism are high functioning. Not to say that there aren't cases of autism that are more on the extreme end, but that they're uncommon compared to high functioning. So anyways, goodbye, I'm going to sleep. Good night, Rito. Everybody tell Rito good night. If you can hear me over the tornado. But good night, Rito. Good job for standing up to your ex. Good job for helping yourself. You will thank yourself. If you don't already. Holy shit, somebody just flew. Somebody just rolled. Planes chasing leads to more visible tornadoes with roads, and 500 chasers trying to touch the butt and getting rolled being too ballsy. I mean, I can't come at him for being... I mean, there's chaser convergence. Chaser convergence is a problem in terms of that, but I don't think it's that big of a problem, I'm going to be honest. The stream is not delayed. It's like 3 seconds behind. It's super quick. This is what happened to TwistX 2013. They got a roll. Yeah, but that was because of a 2.6 mile wide deviant violent tornado. That is certainly an exception to the rule. If that would have happened in Dixie, it would have been a lot worse. Can I not move? We got any campoers in chat? Most chasers fall behind a 60-mile-per-hour moving storm before it plants a wedge. Again, I mean, fair enough, but most chasers also can't. Most chasers aren't good enough. I think that's why. Honestly. It's not easy to keep up with a storm moving 60, 70. I mean, he has a general point, but I disagree in the sense that, like, there's more risk. Like, I think there's still more risk in Dixie chasing. I think there's still more risk in Dixie chasing in general. What's your idea of a... Why did you call me K with, like, a K? That's the first time it's ever happened. My idea of a first date, bro... I mean, it's cornballs, but, like, probably a movie. Movies are cool. Meeting up somewhere, a lot of my first dates have been pretty interesting. Like, my first date with my longest lasting relationship was just going to a park and walking around and buying things from local gas stations and Dollar Trees. That was my first date. Just met up and was like, yo, you want to go to the store? You want to walk around, just get some shit from stores? My Ford Focus flying through the wall of a suburban home after I got too close to the tornado. Pin? That, or I like parks. I like, just do something do something unique. Like, food is cool, but food is lame. I'd say, dude, haunted houses are great. We're not exactly in that season, though. Haunted houses are great, though, because it forces you and that person to show parts of yourself that you wouldn't usually. Like, if you're at a dinner date, you're pretty chill, coordinated on what you're going to say. When you're being chased with people with chainsaws at a haunted house, it kind of forces you to be yourself, and there's more bonding there. There's truly more bonding. You learn more about the person like that. I hate haunted houses, never going inside one. Bro, I'm telling you. I said the same thing, and it's the best thing I've ever done. That, and, I mean, I think dinner dates are great to maintain a relationship, in my opinion. First date, I would much rather do something more fun, but, they're great for maintaining relationships, to just go out and do something, have a nice chat. Maybe, I like movies. Movies are cool, but you don't get to talk. I forget who said that, but you don't get a movie. I like the idea of a park or doing something fun, doing something interesting. Like, hey girl, you want to go to Sky Zone? My first date was at a museum. That's kind of baller. Like, that's baller. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Jess. 1 month member, baby. 1 month member. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very much appreciated. Yeah, I'd do something cool. I'd do something cool. Not that you'd be able to convince your girl to go to Sky Zone, but I want to go to Sky Zone so badly again. I used to go when I was a kid so much. Dude, you'd look like a predator going into Sky Zone, bro. Like, what the hell is this man doing in Sky Zone, dog? Get the fuck out of here, bro. God damn, bro. If my little kid was in that ball pit with you, bro, I'd be like, hell no. Get my son out of there. Nah, but, I'm not there for the ball or the foam pits or whatever. Those things are fucking disgusting. That's how to get an unknown disease. Storm chasing is definitely a way to scare off a girl. Almost died just now. Uh, arcade. Something where you can just have fun. That's not like a movie or like dinner. Something fun. Found 20 bucks in the foam pit. Hey, that's a win. That 20 bucks will cover a quarter of the medical bills that you're gonna get from the mysterious disease you got in the foam pit. Okay, well, this might just be more of a direct intercept than I'm scanning the tornado. Um. 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 Go pink, go pink, go pink, go pink on top of me. Oh no. Oh my god, it's gonna miss us. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nope. Nope, it's not. It did a little jig. It did a jig and we're gonna get cored. Let's go, baby. Tickle my pickle. It's not all that strong, though. Oh, this is lame. You know, another thing, I mean, I don't know about this, but like in high school, like, bro, I have a very high school mentality of how dates work because, like, I just got out of high school. So, like, my first idea of a first date would, like, be hanging out near a park or just going over to their house. Like, if you're close enough friends-wise with them already, which I was in most of my relationships, I was already, like, besties with them before I was with them. I just go over to their house, just chill out, go to a cookout with them or something. Okay, we're pink, like my butthole. Weather first date location. Is it deviating at us right now, brother? Okay, 149. Oh yeah, I'm Josh Wormaning, baby. 151. Get that, intercept that tour up the road, Wheeler. Get that shit, man. Get it, man. Get it, man. Okay, Sharkius. I wouldn't suggest you driving directly into it. Oh, he's doing it anyway. Wow, I'm getting $200 a scan. That's insane. Oop. 161. Okay, we've beefed up a bit. 156. We briefly almost went violent. Pretty high end EF3. Going up in West Viroqua. I'm coming, Daddy. I mean for the tornado. It missed me. I kind of saw that. Okay, why are the scan wind speeds 17 miles an hour? We gotta be too far. I just realized the college football champion. Yeah, they were talking about that in Houston. This thing is, I think, probably beefed up a bit. Oh, there's another mezzo right on top of us. Literally directly on top of us. It's planting right on top of us. Right there. It's coming down right now. It's planting right there. Oh, shit! Oh, fucking hell, man. Oh. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. I hate that, dude. That's like, it happens all the time. It scares me so bad. Okay, this thing is having a problem planting. Okay, we'll go up the road more. Tomorrow's a high too, right? Oh, it's a moderate. Oh, we could say for all of them. Just hope that the kinematics are higher. We need another crazy... There was that EF5 last game we played last night. Confirmed EF5 too. That I wasn't able to rate because it wouldn't let me in the game. Damn, dog. I was upset. Live stream the Lions game. I don't know anything about sports. I wouldn't be a very good commentator. I'd be like, oh shit, he just hit somebody. Oh. I chase via horseback. This dude's Benjamin Franklin. $114. We are a significant tornado right now. I don't know which tornado I'm scanning though. Okay, one of them is 85, one of them is 112. I think we can kind of tell which one is which, but... Oh my god. Let me get my heat mitigator for my computer, which is just putting another computer under my computer. The tornado's right there. I think we might just get, like, hit directly. That or it's gonna pass the road really close. Oh, yep, it's gonna... Ooh. At least we'll be getting really good scans. Alright, 141. Holy cow. $152, we're getting up there. We're getting strong, baby. Just Helma, goodbye Helma. This thing is gonna EF4 pretty soon. I don't see why it wouldn't. 158. $159, come on. You can do it, I believe in you. Don't tell me you're weakening, son of a bitch. 161, okay, great. 164, next scan, be an EF4. Be an EF4. 159. You can't do that to me. I mean, but it is like sitting there on Helma. They just do a Gerald? It looks like it. Did you know that in World War I, soldiers used to kick a soccer ball to each other while running across no man's land? Really? I'm about to... so good right now. I hope you have a really good honk shoe. A really, really good honk shoe. Do you guys... or honk shoe? And we're going multivort. You're a honk shoe. I'll honk your shoe? What does that even imply, my friend? What does that even imply? That's kind of scary. I yell as loud as possible when I sleep. You just scream, you lay down and scream. I lay down, scream, and cream while I sleep. Personally. Personally. Screamin' Cream sounds like the name to an ice cream place. Bruh, sounds like my beb, bruh. Sounds like a nickname. ENJYOoe. We're forward flanking right now. Never fun, but... Favorite Civil War song? I'm not sure that I know any songs from the Civil War. Is there Civil War song? Are they like the ones that were like good? I guess the ones that weren't like pro-slavery. I think that's kind of obvious, but the ones that were, I'm not sure. Favorite America moment? Moon landing. Moon landing for sure. That was an incredible accomplishment. Moon landing. Most of our technological advances are pretty fantastic. I think Bin Laden dying was pretty cool. I think that was a very good, actual good thing. I think when you violate international borders, you better be taking out Bin Laden. That was really solid. That was solid. I don't know anything about football. What is a playoff? Union Dixie Trap Remix. Excuse me, what is that? I think this is probably EF5, given how tight it is. That's what she said. Nope, 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 nope. Don't prematurely. Don't bust prematurely. Oh yeah, that's gonna be cute. That's gonna fill me up with joy. And powder. I'm gonna be filled up with powder and baking soda. I'm gonna be like Pillsbury Doughboy, but all powder. Pillsbury Powder Boy. Oh my god, and of course it misses just right there. Oh, how lame. And it's weakening L. Tornado doing a Abraham Dripplington. Dripplington. We have severe weather next week too. At least it looks likely on the ensemble, so we'll have to watch that too, because it won't just be this week and we're donezo. Just thought I'd bring that up. I am become tortoise. Slow moving turtle almost. How's your night been going? My night's been doing good. How about you, Mr. Tofu? So back-to-back severe weather again? Yeah. Yeah, we have tomorrow, which is of highest concern. And then Florida on Tuesday we'll have to look at again. We'll have to keep seeing if there's any prefrontal development. But yeah. And the next week. Hung out the rest of the day after the video and practically celebrated. Let's go. Pop that water. I don't know if you drink champagne. Pop that water. Pop that water. Celebrate. Pop that sparkling grape juice. Protect me from these nasty storms. I wish I could, my friend. Oops. Pop that water. It's the summertime? Almost. You're so close. Not of drinking age yet. I got 2 more years. I was going to ask you to buy me alcohol, but never mind. I count on your weather reports when the storms hit Minnesota. Dude, if there's going to be any Minnesota storms, you'll know about them, my friend. We'll be on it. Who is this in the road? Wheeler, is this you? Oh god, there he is. The tall, skinny man with a tuxedo. There he is. I do share the same concern about upcoming severe weather. A friend of mine has been showing soundings, and it looks really bad. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. 80 knot low level jet is pretty stupid. Especially with just moderate instability. And then you factor in even just semi-discrete prefrontal supercells, it's game over. Well, not game over, but you know what I mean. That's really bad. It has a very, very high ceiling. 80 knot low level jet, what the fuck? Yeah. It's unbelievable. The surface response is so ridiculous. There is legitimately a possibility for a violent tornado tomorrow, I think, just given the low-level jet. Again, and it's not like a very high probability, but there's definitely the chance of a violent tornado. I know nobody's saying that yet, and I sound like a weenie when I say it, but, you know. When we get storms in Nebraska, I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna be like the shitty Brandon Kopic. I'm just gonna get into a car crash. Not even see a tornado. You just get a head-on collision. Seeing a dust devil. Just like a really shitty chaser. You didn't even see anything for a day. What was it? Was it a derecho? Or was it up back then? In May 2022? I don't remember. That's me, except I crashed into a ditch when no one is in the road for a shitty slight storm. Oh man. I'm a pretty solid driver. I've never been in a car crash, knock on wood. Were you tracking severe weather during the summer in May 22? Dude, I've been doing this since like literally birth. I'm not even kidding. Not literally birth tracking, but I've tracked virtually everything since 2015. Like extensively. Longer than that. But name it and... How old are you? I'm 57. Turning 58 this year. I'm a pretty good driver, but none of my friends in Twisted believe me. Everyone makes fun of me because how often I crash. I always crash and drift in the random objects. Bro had radar scope in the womb. I was on GR2 when I wasn't... Dude, I was literally not even... I wasn't even... Brother, I wasn't anything yet. I was Stardust and I was on GR2. Good night, Flackjack. Everybody tell Flackjack good night. I'm genuinely so concerned tomorrow, though. So concerned. It has such a ceiling on it, man. Especially nocturne. I mean, 1 to 3 a.m. Possibly intense tornadoes. And it's just fucked up. It's really bad. It's one of those days where it's not like you look at it and you're like, hell yeah, dude, can't wait for this event tomorrow, dude. Photogenic tornadoes, let's go, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like one of those days where you look at it and it's just like, god damn it. It just kind of makes you mad almost. It's like, it's kind of unfair. Just because you know that someone's going to be on the receiving end of something that they just truly don't deserve. What's up, Hypernova? What I've asked you on there? Yeah, I get a ton of Twitter DMs, so sorry if I didn't respond to you. The title of the stream is rather ominous. Yeah, dude, I covered every single thought I could have in the beginning of the stream. But just to sum it up, tomorrow looks not good. Given trends, if trends continue, I think we'll see a moderate risk upgrade. I think they're probably going to talk about it in the next Outlook. The next upcoming Outlook, they're probably going to mention the possibility of an upgrade. And if they pull out an upgrade, it's going to happen sometime tomorrow. But it looks not good. I wish the target area had like 8 people, and why does it have to be in southern Dixie? Yeah, especially in Mobile. Significant tornadoes? Oh yeah. Significant, intense tornadoes can't ruled out, and I personally believe that there could be the possibility of a violent tornado. Again, when you have an 80-knot low-level jet, there's pretty much nothing stopping you from kicking ass once you root yourself. If you're one silly, nice supercell in an environment with not even adequate instability, just kind of poop. Like if you have an 80-knot low-level jet and like 900 cape, that could even take you there. I mean, especially with a storm merger, who knows, dude? Who knows? But we'll be live all night for that. Hopefully some people that live in the area tunes in to our stream or knows somebody. We could help people potentially tomorrow. That's the goal. It's essentially Twisted YouTuber high risk IRL. It sounds dumb, to compare it to that, but it legitimately is with what I've been seeing. Yeah, it's pretty. It's got a high ceiling. It could be a higher end event. Could be a higher end event. Still fail modes like over convection, a lot of crap vection in the warm sector. You could really thwart your instability if you have too much convection. But overall, the fail modes just look less and less. I mean, even if you have so much convection and you have poop lapse rates and your instability's on the mess side, when you have an 80 knot low level jet, okay, just run into the roundabout. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Like, it just really, some things go out the window. Like, especially with this is the thing when you're in this field, and I think everybody knows this. There's always exceptions to the rule. You can have F5s on days with little to no wind shear if you have a silly boundary. You know what I mean? You can have tornadoes on days with little to no instability with a little bit of convergence in some valley in the middle of Oregon. You know, who knows? So, I mean, it's worrying, man. And we're only gonna. I want to see the event shit itself, but it doesn't seem likely. I do too. Like, that really is the goal, right? Like, I would love to see it bust, and there are fail modes, but the ceiling is just so damn high. It's hard to just not avoid it. Yeah, Gerald didn't happen in a Met environment. Gerald just happened in the absence of wind shear, pretty much. Gerald was in an environment though with, I think, 9,000 cape. But it was able to hook onto some basically very conveniently and perfectly aligned boundaries. The cold front, there was an outflow boundary, and there was a gravity wave that came by, and it just induced it. I've talked about this before, but there's a ton of low-level vorticity that exists along boundaries. So it's really easy for supercells, especially in environments where they don't have very much low-level shear, to just hook to a boundary, ingest all that vorticity along it, and it just stretches it immediately. That's why, like, you have those warm front riders. That's why that's always a problem that you have to look out in severe weather days, is supercells up near warm fronts that just sit there and ride it. Thing happened to Smithville. Smithville was already in an extremely sheared environment, and it rode a boundary in an extremely sheared environment, and that's why you had one of the most powerful tornadoes of all time. Because it was just able to dance along it, man. It was able to do the dance. And yeah, we just gotta hope for a bust. Because again, this is a completely nocturnal, intense tornado event in an area with already such high mobile home density. It's horrible. It's really bad. It's nocturnal too, brother. It's so nocturnal. It's literally 1 to 3 a.m. is when I think the peak. Can't wait to successfully switch my major to Met. Oh, dude. Enjoy that. in an endearing way. But that calculus, my friend, enjoy. I am also Met majoring swag. I'm taking Calculus 1 this semester, and I am horrified. But this is the thing, man. Math is a language, and just like any language in the world, you can learn it with enough help. And at the end of the day, all you have to do is pass. You don't have to be an A+ student in calc. You just gotta pass. So a bust is entirely possible. It's entirely possible. I think you could have too much convection in the warm sector, and we eat up all the instability, and these supercells can't exactly thrive, so they'll just kind of shit out. But again, it looks sufficient. And even if we don't have prefrontal convection, which is just, we're going to see prefrontal supercells, but even embedded supercells have that same probability of producing strong to intense tornadoes in the line. And even if we didn't even see embedded supercells, we still have the possibility of strong QLCS tornadoes in the line as well. So even in the bustiest bust of all time, we're still going to see multiple tornadoes, regardless of how weak they may be. It doesn't matter how weak a tornado is. If it hits a tree, knocks it over onto your mobile home, and kills your son, that's fucked up. That has happened. And I bring that up as an example because people, kind of brush things off if they're not strong tornadoes. But First semester didn't go well, womp womp. I've been rebuilding myself for the upcoming one to bounce back. Man, that's how it is too. Like, I have super omega hyper ADHD, so it's hard to like, it's hard to sit there and really motivate myself. Like, yeah, dude, I'm gonna sit here and study. A lot of times I go into, man, dude, I had the speech class last semester. I wrote a speech probably 2 times for the entire class. Every other speech, I came in and like winged it all. I walked in, got up, I knew the rough idea, wung the whole speech. The last speech of the class, the final speech, worth the highest grade, I literally wung everything. My speech was a exiting speech. I don't know what the word is called for it. It's like not a graduation speech, something like that, a success speech. I don't know. It was just to wrap up the semester. And my speech was about how unprepared I was, and I got an A on it. I was happy. I have to wait a bit to switch colleges to go into Met. Yeah, not a lot of colleges offer it, which sucks. But I mean, I get it. That's what I have to do. I have to switch out. I'm knocking out some prereqs at another college and then switching out to another college to where I can finish the degree and just really knock out the classes that I actually need. Because, like, I hate taking English. Dude, I took English every single year of my life. What am I learning this time in English that I'm not learning in high school English? You got an A on a speech about how you were winging the speech? I swear to God. I swear on everything. I got an A on a speech about how I was winging the speech. I literally came up there and said, I said something about, I'm glad you all taught me a lot of things. I'm glad everybody came in here, takes their education seriously, studies, blah, 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 blah. And I come in with half a speech written, something, something, something. It was great. I was so happy with the result. I was so happy. I was like, I'm glad everybody is so... I have to hear the speech, dude. It was literally completely... I winged the whole thing. I have the grade notes for it, though, because he graded the rubric. No one filmed the speech, which sucks. But, dude, it was fun. It was fun. Do you still have the speech? I don't. I wung the whole thing. I mean, I kind of remember what I said. I said something about everybody being prepared and I wasn't, that I always came in 30 minutes late with half of a speech written. I thank the teacher for being a good teacher and teaching me everything just for me to write mundane, boring speeches. Just tried to be funny. Got an A on it, baby. I was happy. I was happy. It did better than my actual written speech, so... Because I gave a couple written speeches about severe weather preparedness, which I actually learned a lot about in terms of what people think about it. Like the poll I did for the class. How many of you have been under a tornado warning? Being in Indiana, 100% said yeah. How many of you had ignored the tornado warning? 100% said yeah. I was like, what the hell? Very excited for when I eventually make the shift. This college has me, oh, you want to be a broadcast man? I still don't know what I want to do. I know I want the degree because I just want to learn more, and I want credibility. I think I want to go into broadcast meteorology because I'm pretty good at just sitting and talking about shit for a long period of time. And I think I'm good at talking. I'm a little more extroverted, so it's good to just sit up there and just talk. You not only got an A on a speech about how you were winging a speech, and not only that, your speech was the best one. It was, yes. Social media. I thought about that too. That's pretty big. I don't know. I know I just want the degree because I want the degree. I do want to just learn more. I don't know if I'd ever go into the NWS because the office, kind of an office job. I don't know. Did everyone wing it that day? I was literally the only one. Ideally, I want to be a field broadcast man. Being in the studio is cool, but nothing will beat actually in the place and reporting. That's kind of banging. I'll be your shitty Brandon Kopic when you get your degree. Thanks, terrible. I remember that one day we were covering storms in Nebraska, and I was like, terrible, get on the road right now. Get on the road right now, and we'll do it. Can I be your Andy Hill? Yes, you can, Wheeler. You'll be my Andy Hill. That's cool too. And it wasn't. We did that one stream. I still bring it up because I was so happy with the results. But that one Nashville coverage stream, 500 unique viewers. That is awesome. Like, dog, that's crazy. We held like 30 viewers almost the whole stream. There were people coming in that were asking questions. I mean, it was so helpful. I hope somebody. So now I'm doing that, and I'm gonna be doing it anyway. Why not do it live? I don't know how to help Thriver. My Dom is floating. Please help. I shot to Aurora. It was still going. I think wasn't it just like a poopy line by then? That sucked. There was that one tour that dropped on somebody's house. I'm being forced into Bloxburg. Wish me luck. Salute, my friend. It hooked straight north towards Grand Island and lifted. Man must continue building. Oh, there's a storm. I didn't even... What are the thermos? That'll get the job done, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Give me that. Give me that looping. Give me that schloopy looping. All I saw that day was a sheet of rain. Man, that's how it is, bro. There's some days like that. Bro, I've gone out. I've chased... That's how it is with cold core events, is you go out and chase a cold core event. You can either see multiple beautiful photogenic tornadoes or literally rain. I remember chasing a cold core event one time in my area. It was sucked. It sucked. It was rainy. There was cool lightning, but it sucked. It was cold. It was rainy. I was not happy. I was not happy. And Wheeler Avenue. Did you really see a Wheeler Avenue? God, what a horrible street. I'd never want to live on a place named Wheeler Avenue. I bet it would smell like burger sauce. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything. Burger sauce. I'm happy with just severe thunderstorms. See, I think of this like a drug addiction. Like, chasing's like a drug addiction. Does that make sense? It's like, when I was younger, like, I could just get some QLCSs and be on my way. But now, like, even like most elevated supercells don't do it. Some good structure will do it sometimes, but if there's not much going on, I start to slam my head against the tire and violently cry. There's also one called West Back Front Street. Okay. So West, South, North Street. Of course, this has, like, terrible road networks. W. LP, though. Let's go, baby. That's a... I adore QLCSs. It depends how severe they are. There's a couple... Like, I like derechos. Like, I'll chase derechos. I've talked about this before. Like, derecho chasing is cool and all. It's not that cool. I think it's a little... Shelf clouds are always cool, especially depending on how striated they are when they come in. But, I was the same way with snowboarding, too, till I almost slid off of a cliff in Utah. I used to snowboard, actually. That was the only sport that I did, really, was snowboard. I still love snowboarding, actually. I'd go, like, every weekend to the local thing. Until one time I got, like, the wrong-sized rental board, flipped, hit my head really hard, and then I got scared, and then I never wanted to do it again. But it was really fun. The adrenaline was crazy. Because you'd literally be going down, like, a hill at, like, 30 miles an hour on a snowboard, probably even faster. It was awesome. My dad was really good at snowboarding. My dad had friends that could do, like, flips and shit. They'd be up in the mountains on those, like, black diamond shits. So there'd be, like, actual mountains that you could go down. Being from Philly, I guess I'm just a lot easier to please. Yeah, I'm hard to please. How about motherships? Motherships will appease me, but I was sponsored for 4 years, then the cliff incident took it out of me, really. When's the last time you snowboard? Have you just quit since then? Man, I've seen videos where people fall off. I saw a video a long time ago. This guy's skiing and he just fell off a mountain. But he made it. He was perfectly fine. He fell into snow, but it was like literally a 70-foot drop. It was huge. I still do it for fun. I transitioned into a ministry career from my church. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. That'd be, I need to go snowboarding again, man. I could never ski. That looked like too many things to do. Back up. Back up. Oh, I'm gonna switch to Dom. What time is it? 12:21, brother. Oh my god, can we just please get to... Can we please? How many tornadoes have you seen? It's weird to say I don't know. But everything that I have seen, there's been... offices just don't rate. Like, just recently. In Indiana. Saw... Goofy, juicy funnel. Really loud, too. It was really loud whistle noise. The ground was obscured behind the trees. Just couldn't really see. Indianapolis just decided, hey, we're not going to rate there. We're not going to spend time going out there for that. I was like, okay. So I don't know, I can't really count. So you've been bagging EFUs? I've essentially bagging EFUs. Hell yeah, man. I'm bagging unconfirmed tornadoes. Trash. I want to get a really nice, just solid cone, though. Like, I want to do that this year. I want to get a really, really good tour this year. A really, really good tour. Nothing I have to sit there and be like, was it even? You know, oh man, that is... Solid F2. Solid F2. Be nice if we saw some F4s today. An F4 will relocate your house. How's weather for tomorrow now, Goober? Still stays the same, my friend. Still gotta be watching out. That'd be sweet. Still gotta wait for this outlook, though. I'm ready for the outlook. I just want to see what they're gonna say. Is there an F5? Hold on, I gotta do the plate sound effect where they just stop. Is there an EF5? Finger of God. None of you have ever seen an F5? Only one of us. How much longer till update? 47 minutes. They're going to be talking about an upgrade. Like, I'm so confident that they're going to bring up the possibility of an upgrade. It was so over dramatic, but I kind of liked it. Because that's kind of how it is. It's like, you talk about EF5s and then suddenly it gets all serious. It's like, oh my god, it sweeps homes from the foundation. Rip the ground right out the ground. We make trees in the twigs. Oh my god, kid named Thin. Thin guy. Even though EF5s are literally all we talk about. Thin dick. Okay, thanks.
Oh my god, let's get the courage.
Is there a slight possibility of a high risk? I don't know. No. High risk events are reserved for widespread violent tornado outbreaks. Worst case scenario, this would still be fairly localized. And I don't think it has that kind of potential. There's so many things that we got to still, work out. High risks are very much reserved for the highest of end events. It is not going high. But again, it doesn't even matter that it doesn't go high. This is still a high-end parameter space, you know what I mean? If we had this low-level jet in April, though, this would be a high risk. If we had this low-level jet this strong of a low-level jet with discrete supercells in the middle of April, we would have a super outbreak. If we had fully discrete supercells with this low-level jet and sufficient instability, and with a huge warm sector, and this happened in April, we would be talking about a major historic tornado outbreak. No doubt about it. Reed Timmer said the same thing. That's how it is, man. We would be talking about a super outbreak if this happened during this time. But no. I mean, brother, it is literally an 80-knot low-level jet. Are you kidding? How about if this outbreak was in the summer? If it was in the summer, that would be this would be catastrophic. This would be record-breaking. Because if it was in the summer, if this was in the summer, we'd be dealing with only 70s and 80s dues, like 4,000 cape, and like a 90 or an 80 knot low-level jet over that. That would be horrible. You'd be talking about the worst tornado outbreak to ever touch anything ever. We'd be talking about a high cape, high shear event, which only produced the most upper echelon of tornadoes, you know. EF6 times 50. What's the cape currently projected to peak at? Probably 2,000. Probably 2,000 in those areas. 2,000, 1,000. It's going to stay pretty moderate, just sufficient in some areas too. But again, the low-level jet is doing all the lifting. You got to understand. Literally, too. It is helping overcome some of these stability issues. You can help overcome that with very strong low-level shear. God, and you guys, I really would very much tell you, had the new ENJYOoe come in? Like, yet? No, we'd still have to wait. What the fuck? Someone randomly quoted James Spann's post on Facebook and says, "Man, fuck your dumbass weather charts and your dumbass long range thoughts, bald headed ass, bro." What the fuck was that for? What the fuck? Man, fuck your dumbass weather charts and your dumbass long range thoughts, bald headed ass, bro. That's crazy. That is fucking insane. That man does not respect the polygon. See, you're going to talk all that shit, but James Spann is going to sit there and he's going to put his fucking... Did you see my tweet? Yeah, that is crazy. That's so ridiculous. Anyway, I'd be worried. But we are getting ENJYOoe runs of Houston. Apparently the ENJYOoe uptrended in Houston area. It has, in terms of Cape. In terms of instability, it appears that it is uptrended in the Houston area again. Dude, we're going to see multiple... Sorry if this has been asked through the whole stream. No, you're good. But I just got here. What is tomorrow's status, severe weather-wise? What are some good hotspots to record alerts? Well, so tomorrow's... You got to look out. Oh, shit, I forgot about this. You got to look out for tomorrow. Tomorrow, in terms of tornado potential, could potentially be a high-end event. This is going to be serious. Areas along southeast Texas are going to start off earlier in the day, along the evening times. As we transition into the night, around 12 a.m. to 4 a.m., will be a time frame around Mobile, Alabama, that general vicinity, where we could see some very strong to intense tornadoes happen. So you'd have to be on the lookout if you're in those areas or know anybody in those areas. If you want more information that's more in-depth, you should look on local social media for in the Storm Prediction Center. They'll give you as much information as you would ever need. Yeah, this thing is going violent. Okay, okay, okay. Once the new run comes in, and is it only for tomorrow's event? It does it. It expands into all of them. I don't think you can safely enter. Brother, I didn't know it was coming directly at me. I thought it was gonna just graze me. Oh, it is gonna graze me. It's gonna be an uncomfortable graze, that's for sure. 99. I'm not local. I'm just an enthusiast. Okay, I got you. I got you. If you know anybody in that area, though, it would be vital that you tell them just to help them. I have school tomorrow after 4 hours of trying not to sleep, but watching you. Hey. I'm glad you're watching me instead of sleeping. It warms my heart. Sleep is for the dead. But yeah, tomorrow's gonna be... Whoa, debris flying at me. But tomorrow's going to be really serious. Really, really serious. 141! We took a big jump to 141 suddenly. A very sudden big jump to 141. 151. I think we're going to go violent right now. Holy hell. 151. We're violent. No way we're not violent. 166. We are. EF4. EF4. Tornado emergency now for Hazleton. Holy shit. Back up. We're good. I got... Oh, god damn the debris. We're Josh Wormaning. Right now I'm staying up scrolling YouTube and I saw that you were live, so I thought I'd hop on. In a little bit I'm going to see if I can record from the weekly test. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. $148. It might be higher, just like actually in the tornado. Wheeler's going to get a head-on beautiful intercept of this, I think. Right into Hazleton. I'm telling you, Hodos like this on this day are so... it must work like... Another high? He's doing apartment survival, dude. He's gonna apartment die in the apartment. That's what he's gonna do. Okay, we're gonna get sucked in immediately, but maybe we can resist the flow just a little bit. Okay, we definitely have slabs in the portions of... Oh man, that is big. She's a 10, but she's just a 10, nothing else. That's a 10. I survived, yippee. Unfair. He should have got slabbed. There was some slabbage out here. Particularly in this area. I think these are lower bound homes though, but there is one up here, right? That's like a higher NDI, I think. Wait. Wait, is this EF5? No, it's not. It's 200. Hmm. Brother, how is this not swept clean? How is this slab not swept clean? You've got to be poking my eyeballs directly with your fingers. And it's anchor bolted. We have bent anchor bolts. Ah, but look, rusted bolts here. Can't give it a EF5. Not high enough. Not high enough. Yeah, I think we could. I think it could expand up into that area. I think we'll. There's a lot of uncertainty at the moment of how that's going to unfold with Florida and Georgia. There is a lot of uncertainty. This is very high end though. It was an EF4 200 at least, so very borderline EF5. But I don't know. It didn't seem like that on the Dow, but it did the damage. It did the damage. I forget where the EF5 DIs are at. There was one just yesterday. It might be too far away, though. No, there's no EF5 damage. Okay. Okay, when he realizes the Dow doesn't always give accurate measurements. But I just feel like for Twisted, it would. Does that make sense since it's a Dow and Twisted? I didn't think that we'd be like actually scanning. We'd actually be looking aloft for Twisted. You know what I mean? We're tornadoing though. That's basically an EF5. We had a 200 EF4. That's just low end EF5 if we're being honest. Tornado maxing. Rochelle Fairdale edging. I am core maxing. Oh man, that thing's going too. I'm forward flank maxing. Kind of a barrel, big cone. Alright. We're gonna get up as close as we can to this thing. The wind field's gonna suddenly attack us, I know it. gonna come up and then instantaneously. Okay. Yep. Let's go! I'm downing every tornado. I'm Josh Worm. I'm not even Josh Worman. I'm just Josh Worm. Oh, it's red anyway. Whatever. Re-intensify. 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 Josh Bingle. Oh my god, brother. That is always scary. That is always scary. $122 heading up into Helma. She's a 10, but she's the twisted lightning jump scare. Scan blocked, brother, by what? Alright, I'm gonna go get some more food, and then I'll be right back. I'll leave. We'll scan this tornado. I'll put it right here so you'll be able to see it move across. Be right back. I want to tell you guys something. Only about 1% of my streams ever have been done with me having pants on. I'm gonna be honest. Oh my god. I almost choked on my food looking at Rose just got it dangling. Naeem, you're sick. Oh my god. I almost choked on my food. I'm not freeballing, bro. I'm not. I have underwear on, I just don't have pants, bro. No wonder you never use a camera. That's crazy to admit. Listen, bro, you're telling me that all the times you've ever streamed, you've had pants on? Brother, there's times where all I got is underwear on. Where I'm chilling. And like, I'm just in my blankets for real. I've watched the streams while bathing. What's up, Norman? Next time you're in the bath watching a stream, let me know. I'll play some Marvin Gaye on stream. Light a candle for yourself. Is bro eating cereal? I am, actually. That's an expert right there. That's a cereal eater. He was able to simply hear it and know it. Reese's Puff, no. Which cereal? Life. Best cereal ever. Life is the best cereal. Life and like Raisin Bran are fucking peak. And I'm not gonna sit here and debate this. Strawberry checks. I love strawberry cereals. They had the same thing with Cheerios. Cheerios was like, they had these strawberry ones like back when I was a kid. Like in 2009. I did that step of cereal where you just like drink it all and then scoop it into your butt or mouth, whatever. Frosted Flakes are cool. I like Frosted Flakes. I just don't like the ones that are like candy. Like I low-key just like a good cereal adventure. These are gonna be nice. These are gonna be nice, photogenic. 30 win, 2 tour areas. Expected it. Expected it. Let's go, cuties. Yep. What? Was that an accident? What? What? Why? Why? Was it an accident? Why the 10 tour all the way into North Carolina? What? Am I missing something, brother? I know that it is a beastly... There's crazy low-level wins, but I didn't think that verified a fucking 10 hatch all the way up into North Carolina. What? Like, I'm genuinely so confused. Why? I'm sorry, am I tweaking? A 10 tour, a 10 hatch tour in North and South Carolina for day 2. What? I am genuinely confused. I don't know what, in both of them. I mean, it is some crazy low-level shear, but it's like, I think it's garbage. Hold on, I'm confused, actually. So they went 10 hatched all the way up into North Carolina, but 2% for Southern Florida? Because I remember I said earlier, like, there was some concern in South Carolina along the coast. And I still think there is. I think that warrants a 10 hatch, but all the way into fucking... Some signal within convection allowing guidance of increasing potential for discrete supercell development across the Carolina coastal plain by late Tuesday afternoon, aided by large-scale ascent associated with warm advection ahead of the squall line. In the presence of potentially very large, clockwise curved low-level photographs, this may be accompanied by the risk of a couple strong tornadoes. I did not expect them to jump out like that and be like, boo! 10 hatched all the way into North Carolina. South Carolina along the coast, that is really far into South Carolina, though. Brother, that is quite far. Guess we gotta let FT know that. I'll tell FT that. Huh. I do not understand why it's that far in. I think South Carolina along the coast is cool and all. I think that makes the most sense. But then, like, really all the way up into North Carolina? I mean, I understand the wind field is stupid, but I don't see the, like, really the support for it. That's kind of... Hold on, I'm going on Twitter. Am I the only one who... Wheeler, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? Are you also interested in why? Or am I just tweaking? It makes sense. Huh. I don't know. Beefy wind fields, but I mean, unless the instability uptrends, I'm not convinced of a threat that covers like half of North Carolina. I mean, hey. Yeah, I know we have. I didn't even think we had. I mean, I'll let the SPC do the torquing here, but I mean, it's weird that they throw it up that high. I'm surprised about that. Like, I thought 100% 10 hatch for at least along the coastal regions, but huh. I'm surprised. I'm pretty surprised about that. Hey. Dude, Merry Christmas. Get fucked, Mr. Peach. Oh, God. Oh, here we go. Here we go. 20. Hold on. I want to read discussion for day one. Alright. Here we go. It's still not updated. It's still not updated. They kept it in, I know they kept it enhanced. That makes sense. But I was, or wait, did we get this? No. I want the, whatchamacallit to, update. Discussion now. Discussion update. Update. Or I will be at your front door. Oh my God. Oh. There we go. Potent pilot. Strong kinematics and sufficient buoyancy within the onshore warm sector will support organized storms capable of all hazards, including a couple strong tornadoes. We have boosted the wording. A few tornadoes. This is the Southeast Texas region. Okay, more interested in this. Okay, so they didn't really mention much of anything. Thank you, SCP banger. All right, we'll just see. We'll just wait and see. I'm really surprised with this though. Or the SPC, not the... Did I say the SCP? Brother. Brother, my brain has rotted. Good night, Southeast Michigan. You also said you give all of us $50. I have never said that. Did I say that? You did. When? Hold on, I'm gonna hop off. You don't remember that? Are you guys just like collectively gaslighting me? What's up, Vora? He has dementia, guys. Wow, good job with that spelling of dementia. I think you might have it too. Bro forgot first grade spelling. I'm actually so surprised. I'm so interested in what they're seeing. I did see, I forget, I think it was the NAM that pumped out the discrete supercells in South Carolina. But like all the way up in the fucking north, I'm genuinely really interested. Especially with such, I mean, the wind shear is goofy. It's really high. And, you know, looking at it, 400 mixed layer cape is solid. It's just barely, yeah, I remember I tried to look at it on the ARRR and it's just like 48 hours out because I can barely see the GF. Oh, never mind. I can actually see fairly well on the ARRR. I was like, dude, I can't see on the fucking, and I'm not gonna look at the Rufus. Rather kill myself than see a super outbreak in the. Okay. 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 Hold on. I'll pick up what you're laying down. Okay. I feel you. I feel... Alright, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you, SPC. I feel you. I was a little confused. I doubted you. I doubted you. I doubted you. I doubted you. I doubted you, but I saw you pulled out with that 80 knots of low-level shear. I see that you pulled up with that 80 knots. That 80 knots in that fat 3 cape. You pulled up with it, and unfortunately, you may have cooked. You may have cooked there. You may have cooked. I doubted you. I doubted you. I doubted you. I can't lie, I doubted you. I can't lie, I did doubt you. Yeah, bro. I doubted you. I doubted you. And again, look at this. We don't need that much instability because look at our vertical distribution of our instability. The equilibrium is just below 9 kilometers. These are short storms anyway. You don't need a ton of instability when your storms are small. It's like a baby. Do you think a baby needs fucking 2,000 calories a day? No, it's a fucking baby. Why would it need that? It needs relative to its size, right? Like, obviously, if I'm 800,000 pounds, I'm going to eat more than the average human. You got to compare it to this. Got to compare it to that, you know what I'm saying? This is the same kind of dealio. Cape is pretty fat in the low levels, too. Unless the baby is dirty bulking. And look at that. We still have that 80 knot low level jet. Okay, I was a little confused. Because I didn't think the ARRR went out that fucking far. What was I looking at? I think I just looked at the, Alright, cooking. Because I remember looking and it was like, I looked earlier in the day, and it was like 100 cape, and I was like, no fucking way. But it's obviously changed a little bit. What about North Carolina? We'll probably have to wait a little bit to get more into North Carolina. It's coming out all over. I still don't know how confident I would be being like, yep, strong tornadoes in this environment. Probably closer to the shore. Again, yeah, closer to the shore, I'd be probably more like, yeah. But I don't know. South Carolina for sure. I've always been on that South Carolina train. I'm just so surprised with the North Carolina inclusion. I'm so surprised. It's out and I'm playing with it on stream. Just that's how surprised I am. Let's see what the ARRR has done with the most recent run, baby. Did I hear another voice just now? You did not. You might have. Maybe you need to take your meds. We're still cooking. Who's ready for tomorrow? Who's ready? It's in my butt! Looks like too much convection. I don't think so. I think we'll be alright. I don't think there'll be this much convection. I think it's tweaking a little bit, and it keeps it's more and more discreet every run. Gets a little better every time you look at it. And there's a couple more robust storms that decide to pop its little nuts out. I am become baby. Destroyer of worlds. God, you know what I really hope? I hope Wheeler gets, like, teleported right in front of a tornado tomorrow. Just right in front of one. And it rips all his clothes off. That's all it does to it. Just rips all his clothes off. And I'm right there. Sorry. Sorry, I let my intrusive thoughts. I let it get to me. And then he chucks it into the twister. My brother, you say that shit every 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, maybe I do. Actually, that's an impulsive thought. 3 minutes and 46 seconds have passed. It's not. I stopped though, like, so fast. Oh my god, we have a signal! Prefrontal conviction! Ahead of the line in Florida. Oh, it's gonna be so big. Oh. I can't wait to have normal conversations again. I'm in love with you. Okay, can I have your frontal lobe? Unfortunately, you're going to have to harvest it from my cousin Bill. Even if I was gay, I wouldn't like you back. Wow, that's hurtful. Do you ever think about the things you say and maybe the implications they would have on people? That hurt my feelings. I hope you know that. I'm crying right now. A tear just came out of my butt. I hope you know that. I hope you know that. I hope you know that, man. I hope you know that. Chat, do we bring back Batman? Do we bring back Batman? Chat, do we bring Batman back? No's. No's. Just unbelievable no's. Just no spam. They don't want Batman back. They don't want him. They don't want him. They don't want Batman. They don't want the man himself. They don't want the bat. They don't want the bat. They don't want the bat. Alright, enough. Batman if he was cool. Batman if he was cool. Gatman. That is really dumb. That is really dumb, but it's funny. That's really dumb, but it's funny. Come on, man. Come on, man. What's your problem, man? That's really dumb, but it's funny. Oh, come on, dude. Bring back Batman? Oh, God, we might have to bring him back. We might have to bring him back. We might have to bring Batman back. We might have to. We might have to bring him in. We might have to tell him what's going on. We might have to tell him what's happening. What scary things are going. That is full on. That's full on ahead of the line. That was those grew. Those grew. It turned into popcorn. It was popcorn and then it grew. Look at that. Popcorn, boom. That's prefrontal. That's prefrontal. Those are prefrontal supercells. Those are prefrontal supercells. That is semi-discrete convection ahead of the line. Yup. Confirmed stroke. That's to be watched. That's to be watched. Watch the convection ahead of the line. Watch the convection slightly ahead of the line. We must watch the convection slightly ahead of the line. That was full on. That was a full on signal right there. It did that last run too. It did the exact same thing last run. It's not as crazy. But that's something, man. That's something to watch. That's something to watch. We're obviously so close to the forcing that I think trying to identify any like zones of confluence would be so hard because we're so close to the forcing already. It's gonna look like our vectors are pointing their butts at each other, but it's gonna be so hard. So look at that though. And what environment are they in? A nice one. A nice one. 1,000 joules a kilogram mixed layer cape. Solid lapse rate. Solid low level instability. Nice mid-level dry dick. It's almost 60 knot low level jet. About 60 knots. Hey, I mean, bruh. Hey, I mean, bruh. Hey, I mean, bruh. Time to watch, time to watch, time to watch. Time to watch that. Like a goddamn dingle. Can you, bruh? Can you, bruh? Can you, bruh? Can you, bruh? Real, 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 real. Can you breed me? Can you? Alright. That wasn't a good one, man. I said, can you breed me? That's not very good. That's not very good. It's not very good. That's not very good. And then all that out there. Breedable? Alright, dude. Chat, please remove him from life. Please remove him from real life. It's time to remove him. Submissive? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Mental illness gone unchecked. Nuclear tip torp. It's expanding. Dude, Mobile's got to watch out, bro. Chat, he did things to me. What did he do? Look at this motherfucker as the moisture dances. Oh my god, I forgot. We can't look at that. Let's look at the Namboozle. Oh, the Namboozle. What does the Namboozle want for this part of Mississippi? Mental illness is best left unchecked. Well, actually, I shit my pants, so... Terrible. Have you been here the whole time, or have you just been trolling? You've just been lolling and trolling. Hell yeah, let that shit marinade. You're disgusting. You're disgusting. Hold on, I'll take a sounding from around Hattiesburg. Terrible. I'll do... Okay, that's kind of... We need a sounding that isn't, like, convectively contaminated out here. But it's not. Man, it's gonna be interesting, man. This is gonna be a real interesting event, man. This is gonna be something, man. This is gonna be something, man. We're gonna have to keep watching this, man. This is gonna be something to watch, man. I'm telling you right now, man. Telling you right now, man. This is gonna be something to watch. I'll tell you something. Let me tell you something. Hey, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Oh my god, I'm becoming pregnant. Or those guys out there going berserk. The run has finished out. Looks like an interesting time. Got a 2-hour delay from school tomorrow? Why? What's the schoolathon? The schoolathon. Snow? Oh, I got you. I don't believe in snow, personally. I think it's a government hoax. You guys ever seen that video of the guy who makes a snowball and he tries to light it on fire and then he gets mad and says that it's like a government creation? Government snow trying to burn snow.
This video is one of many that spread on TikTok and other social media platforms. After snow hit parts of the country where...
Yeah, they'll like make a snowball and they'll try to burn it. Back, look at that. It's that government snow. That's that government snow shit. That's that government snow shit. It's fake, man. That's some bullshit. You have fog so thick you can't even see your hand in front of your own face. Not even a delay. Oh, dude, I'm sleepy maxing right now. I'm stretch maxing And I just cracked my elbow maxing. Oh, dude, I'm tired maxing. I worked today maxing. It was shit. What about the bus drivers who can't see? See, the bus drivers, they use echolocation when they drive. They just yell really loud. Oh my god, dude. I am become Eep. I'm EP mogging. I might be. Chat. I think I'm eeping. I think I'm eeping, chat. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Oh my god. You know the drill. Sleeping at a decent hour. Hey man. I was so close. You're disgusting. Good night, KEAS. Good night, everybody. Put your name if you comment something if you want a personal good night. Ahem. Good night, Shinobi. Good night, Wheeler. Good night, June. Good night, Mr. Peach. Good night, Naeem. Good night, Arizona. Good night, Monaco. Alright. Solar, where the fuck are you at? Where are you, Solar? Solar really about to miss out on this shit? Alright, bro. What the fuck? Alright. I'm gonna give it 10 seconds. And then I'm going. Good night, Dante. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm ENJYOoe!